After we made love the first time, I some things happened that were not normal.
What
Like
happened?
my body felt my body felt as if it was itchy. My body was itching all the time, and I felt as if something was moving in my body. So during in January, there's always a fasting in the church, though. So in that fact, that was December
So,
ending now,
when
December
all this
December period.
fasting is fasting, he's still knack. He's not fasting. He's actually knacking.
I
Ah,
know, I know, Samorin.
God, they
So I
oh.
had
So
that feeling.
they tell
Uh,
members to be fast to observe the fasting. And they themselves they start they not. Oh God,
I hear some preachers saying that the media beaming light on their immorality is an attack on the body of Christ. It's not an attack on the body of Christ. It's God bringing you to the threshing floor. Blessed are you, O preacher, if God brings you to the threshing floor, because God wants you to repent. The Lord said to me, listen, you may not like what I want to say. I sat before a social media, a YouTuber who was exposing the things that happen in the church. The guy is in South Africa also. What's that his name again? So I was listening. I saw some other guys in Nigeria. I was watching what they were saying. At a point, I was saying to myself, what is happening? Why is it that these guys are doing all these things? And the Holy Spirit said to me, they are part of my threshing floor. Because the ministers refuse to judge themselves.
You are welcome to the End Time Truth Television, the channel for the lovers of truth, for the truth of the end time. So if you are a lover of truth, give us a subscription and God bless you. Shalom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I really don't have much to say, but I just want to make few comments. I know that a lot of people will not be patient enough to watch this video till the end. So I am going to make it part 1 and part 2. Now, the beginning of the video that talks about the consequences of the sex that this lady had with the man, allegedly. Now, I will play it in the part 2. But before I allow the tape roll, I just want to say that a certain man, Job, said he had made covenant with his eyes that he would not look upon a maid. And that has to do with discipline. Listen, I'm not rejoicing playing this video. I know that even the toughest or the holiest of men can fall. But at a point in time where it becomes a lifestyle, then questions will be asked. From the point where you will hear the lady talk about the position that they stayed, something that looked actually awkward, then you begin to look at it from a different angle, that this is not about what they call weakness, like Apostle Takim said from the beginning of this video in the intro. Now these things they call weakness, but it is actually not weakness. It has to do with a lot of things. So I wish you happy viewing. God bless you. I'll be seeing you in the part 2 of the video. Bye for now.
okay. Yes, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Sorry for the little technical issue is from Eneka's end. She said she could not find the microphone. There's no point bringing her on the TV on live when we could not. We won't listen. We won't be able to hear her. So Eneka, can you please introduce yourself to everybody? You're welcome to the program. Welcome live. It's live. Everything is live.
Okay, Samorin. Good
Mm.
evening, good afternoon, good morning, everyone. This is Inaka Iyo. I'm calling from Cameroon. I'm one of the ladies who had a little affair with Johnson Suleiman of Omega Fire Ministry, Auchi, Nigeria.
Yes. Can you tell us What actually happened? How did you got to know Apostle Johnson Suleiman?
Okay, I came to know him. No, let me start from what happened before I was told about him. Now I was having spiritual attacks in life, so I spoke to my junior sister who is a pastor here in Cameroon, and she was like, "Oh, okay, you see, there is one man of God who is in Nigeria. Who is in Nigeria. He's coming to France. These are his names. This is the address of where he will be. He's a very good man of God. You can go there and maybe he'll pray for you or something." Okay, and she even gave me his number. So she gave me, I took the number, I sent a message to him, but he didn't reply. But that night, after I wrote that message, I had a strange feeling at night. Like it was like, which for me was like witchcraft kind of feeling. And I don't know why I thought it has to do with the message I sent to that man. That put aside. Why am I saying this? Before this time, the before this time, somebody had in 13 or is it 12, just when I was busy like looking for who to pray for me, I got in contact with one of my sisters in America. She gave me the number of a Nigerian lady. Her name was Mrs. Pastor Gloria, something like that. So she spoke to me and she told me that I have a calling upon my life and that God is going to use me to evangelize all over the world. So and then uh, what happened after that? I had a dream and something told me that I had a feeling that my dreams come true. So I had a dream that I have HIV. Okay, that was around 2013. So in 2014, I had this married guy I was going out with, and he was like, "Oh, time is going. You're not able to have your documents. Let's go and do the HIV test so that we can make a baby, so I can have your documents." I was like, "Okay, fine." So we went and did the HIV test. He sent the results to me through WhatsApp. Everything was okay for two of us. Now, then when we saw ourselves now to like make a baby, after that he told me face to face that, "CEO, I have contacted you with HIV." I was like, "Hey, now my dream this don't come true." He said because in France, if you have HIV, cancer, and I think specific diabetes, they give you documents immediately, even though they don't give you the working permit. So he was like, "Oh, my that's what he told me, my sperm is okay, you can use to have your documents." So I thought he was joking, but he was kind of serious. And I know and read on the internet that even if you had an unprotected sex, you could still go to the hospital and flush it out. So I was like, "I'll go and flush it." Something was telling me, "Don't go." But I later on I was like, "Okay, anyway, I dreamt it. This is it." So this is what happened. Okay, so all through I knew that I was HIV positive. And so this is why I even went now from one church to the other until I had to go to Suleiman's crusade when it came down to
Did
Paris.
you tell Suleiman that you are HIV positive at that time?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So listen now. So now when my junior family gave me the number, he came now to France.
So you
I
went.
went there. They
Let's
said,
get it. Let's get it right. You went to Suleiman
mhm, yes.
with that you have a spiritual attack and you have HIV. Is that
No,
why?
I don't. No, I went because first of all, I went to church because I was having spiritual attacks. But okay, also because I had it, I didn't tell anybody. Nobody knew about it. What that guy told me because
Okay.
he was just not happy between me and that guy, and he told me that he has just consulted me with HIV. So I never told anybody. I mean, nobody altogether. So that's one of the reasons why I went to Suleiman's program because my junior sir told me that he's a good man of God. And so I went there. When I went there, the first time he came in February 2015, he actually said a word of prophecy on my life. He said that there was an evil spell sent to me from the pit of hell, but God has seen me suffer. God has cancelled that evil spell, and that I will not live, I will not die, I will live to testify to the people where I walk and where I stay that my God is more than their God. Pastor Morin, sorry, I'm going to be speaking things that happen in the physical and what God told me in the spiritual. Now, what I want to say that this dream, this prophet Suleiman gave to me this time, actually came to pass. Why? Because recently, while I was in Paris, Suleiman used my colleagues and my ex that I was staying with against me. He used them to, they God revealed order to me, and I saw that it happened physically because of the things I saw around me. And that is why I had to go to to go and report at the police station that I was being Suleiman saw me in
Wait,
the second time when he came to
Eneka,
Paris.
let's get because me myself, I have some questions that I want to ask you. You've explained how
Okay,
you met. You said you met Suleiman. First of all, you sent a
yes,
message to him. I want you to restrict it to when you met Suleiman for the first time. How did you meet him? After you communicate with him on the phone, on the WhatsApp. When you
yes,
now meet
no,
Suleiman physically? That's what we want to know.
all right. When I wrote to him, when my Johnson gave me the number, he didn't reply. So it was when now he saw me in that video that it is all over. When he saw me and he was like, he wants to know about this girl. So one of his protocol came and told me that that Papa, or I don't know, but I
There is a
heard
video to that effect. I know that there's a video to that effect. The video I showed everybody here, whereby he's doing like
yes,
this, he's doing like this, doing like this on that video.
yes,
Was that the first day you saw Suleiman one-on-one?
yes. So that's the second. No, that's the second time because the first time when he came to France, he actually proposed on me, and so we face to face, but there's no video about it.
So that was the second time you met
This
him.
time, yes, but he was just posted on me. But this time he wanted my number. The first time he didn't want my number.
Okay, the second time, that was when he requested for your number.
Yes. So they came and told me that I should see some tap or whatever. But I heard that I should see our pastor after
What is
that
the
is
name
I
of
was
your
out
pastor?
his name was his name one day, his name was Pastor Sonny. I don't know his
Okay.
other name, but we call him for Pastor Sonny.
And what did Pastor Sonny do?
Yes. No, actually, I heard that I should see Pastor Sonny after the church. Meanwhile, that's not what they told us. I was told. So when I went home after that program in that video. I went home. As I was reaching home, one Cameroonian lady who is also a church member, she called me and was like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "Where am I at? I'm just getting home." She said, "No, but Shebi Papa said you should see him after the program." I said, "No." Me, I thought that he said I see the pastor, that the pastor will have a message from me from Papa. So that's why I came home. The lady said, no, Papa has been shouting at that pastor. If Papa said that if he doesn't see me before he leaves France that day, that pastor will be fired. So you better look for me and you will have to see me before he leaves. Let me run and go back now. She told me that go back to where the crusade was. You meet the pastor. The pastor is busy. They are gathering the things that they use for the crusade. After that, they'll take it to where Papa is. So now I went back to the crusade hall and I saw the pastor, and then later on, he took me now to the man's hotel. I was in the car with one of Suleiman's pastor in in Nigerian lady, and she's an Igbo lady. Her
Do you
name
know
is
the Igbo?
Mommy Rose.
Do you know the Igbo?
Her name is Rose. Yes, her name is Rose. I don't know her other name, but she's a pastor in Germany. I don't know whether she's still a pastor with them
A
in
pastor
Germany or
in
not.
Germany. Her name is Rose.
Yes, yes, she's slim, tall, and fair.
Okay.
Yes.
So the name of the pastor
So
that you met that was
if
coming
you,
from the hotel with Suleiman is Rose.
yes, no, we not meet Suleiman together, but I mean in the car that took us to Suleiman's hotel. I was in that car with that pastor and one other guy that Suleiman also wanted to see.
Okay.
Then me and then the driver, the person that took us to his hotel. So when we got there, I stood and then there were many other people who had come to look for to see him. So when he came out, he came down from his room, from his hotel room. Many people rushed to him and they knelt down and they lay hands on them, pray for them. So there was a pastor. This one, his name is Evangelist Elise. He used to be
Ev-
an
ev-
evangelist in his church in
Evangelist Ehis.
Spain. Elise, yes,
Okay.
in Spain. Voila. And I think I don't know whether he's still there. But now this is the pastor now who spoke now to our pastor. No, this is the evangelist who told our pastor that what's wrong with you? Why are you not taking this guy to go and meet Papa? You just want to get that one said he wants to see her before he leaves France. That was now when the pastor Sonny came and took me now. So because I was like, what am I there for? Took me now to Suleiman. So when I went in front of him, he was like, oh, how old are you? I said my age. He said, my time has come. I said, amen. Then he said, can you pray for me? I said, yes. He did this kind of prayer and that was it. So he was rushing to go back to the airport. He told that Pastor Sonny to give me his number. The Pastor Sonny was like, you give this number. Then he was like, I'll give this lady my number. So the Pakistani gave me his number. Then when I saved it, I realized that this is the same number I have that I think my junior star gave it to me. So now I sent a message to him. Now we're standing outside as he was going now, and those other people those other people came for him to pray for them. We're now walking with him and going towards his car. As we're all going, Pastor Kingsley was there. Yeah,
Pa-
I actually visited him. Yes, he was there. So, and he knew that I pinned Suleiman's number. So, as they drove away and sent a message to Suleiman, I was like, hey, Daddy, thank you for giving me the opportunity to have your number. He was like, who is this? I said, no, it's the lady you said, Pastor Sonny, to give your number to. He said, okay. He said, I don't know you, but I want to help you and I want to be your PA.
Again,
Then
Pastor say he
what he
doesn't know you. Can you repeat what you said? Suleiman said that he
yes, he
doesn't
said,
know you.
like he doesn't know me too well or something. He has never known me before, but he wants to help me. He wants to be my PA. So later when I was like, what is the meaning of PA? He says personal assistant. Then the next thing he said was, I want to fuck that. Excuse me for the word. That's what he said. I want to fuck that your big ass. I shook my body. I was like, hey,
On the
how can
on
a man
WhatsApp,
just say this? No, yes, on WhatsApp. I was talking on WhatsApp. Yes,
he said he
I
wants to
shook.
he wants to
Then I
fuck your
was,
big ass.
yes, no, those were his words, his direct words. And I said, I shook. So I was like, I told him straight on that me. It's not that I'm insane. Yes, I'm somebody who goes out with men like that once in a while. So I'm not insane. I'm like, how can I want to go out with a pastor? And then I told him, I said, I know my problem is this. Oh. And I was like, but still, this is my problem. I need you to pray for me for my documents and that I have HIV. But I explained to him that
You
see,
explain to this man
this is
that
what
you have
happened.
HIV. Oh. He knows.
Yes, yes. And but then I explained that anyway, I have not done the HIV test. And I explained to him how it happened, how I went to I was with one of my ex. He told me that present me with HIV, but that I've not done the HIV test. But I told him that, of course, the problem was that for me, if the guy told me and when I know that we had unprotected sex, that means he was serious about what he was saying. So he knew
Can you
that.
guys share this program? Just hold on, Eneka. Please share this program. Invite someone. Tag people in OFM. Share, tag, share it. Those of you on YouTube, please share it on WhatsApp and everything. Go ahead, Eneka.
Yes. So I actually told him that my problem is serious because I was like, even if he wants to have an affair with me, I have HIV. Like, let's be straight. I have HIV, but even though I've not done the HIV test, somebody told my ex that was with told me that he has concerning HIV, but I have not done the HIV test.
Test yet.
But for me, it was that I have HIV. Yes, so it was like,
And what did he say when
anyway,
you
no
told him
problem.
that you have
He
HIV?
said, no. He said, there's no problem now. That the only way he can pray for me is for us to have an affair. I was like, affair? So I was like,
For a man
hey,
that you even
said,
said, Suleiman, for a man that you let him know that you have HIV and he still wants to have affair with you, even with your assumed
yes,
HIV status.
yes. So this is what he told me. Okay, I was like, no, I cannot. And what if God will reveal it to Mama? She'll know. He was like, no, Mama will not know. And she not mind forget ask her about Mama. She'll not know. And that's he had an affair with one Nollywood actress.
Did he give you
I
all
don't
the
I don't
name
know what
of
his
all
name.
the ones that he said he had affair with?
No, he just said one, and that she just I didn't put the name in my memory. I don't capture the name, and that she was like over trying to control him, and so he said let them have a break. So that's why he was someone happened. So he told me that what he wants to do is what he wants is that every time he'll be going around to preach, I'll be coming. I'll be coming to meet him wherever he goes, and then he'll do our thing. Now I was like, me, I don't even have documents, and my work that I need prayers. He said, but okay, you need prayers, but this is what you have to happen for you to make sure the documents. We have to have this thing. I was like, okay. So we continue chatting, but okay, we continue chatting, but mind you, before even we saw, there was a problem. Why? Because before I went to that program, I was living in one of my ex house. So that my ex came to realize that I was chatting all the time at night. So he got into my phone. He realized that I was chatting with Suleiman, and he told me that, see, I've caught him for. So that man is chatting. And then even before I went there, he was like, don't go to that program. That man is not a true man of God. So so that was it. And I don't know what happened. So I don't know whether he actually did that. My ex even tried to blackmail Suleiman. I don't know. But I had a dream that my ex has transferred some messages from one phone to the other. And so I realized that Suleiman was angry. It was not the way he was like. I was like, what's going on? Why is this? Why is he like this? Okay, fine. We're chatting, and then in December now, he wrote to me that he was coming. Actually, he told me that he would give me an amount of money every month or whatever. Then I was like, my point is my prayer, pray for me. Whenever I write, pray for me. I was like, and I was like, I was waiting for the time, any day that I would tell me, okay, I have prayed for you, and God has said you are healed, and go and get tested. Then I had time to never answer me concerning that matter. They were just the same, the different things. Until when he said, okay, probably, say I'm coming to Paris, I'm taking my wife and children, taking them to Spain. For this to Spain, we were coming to a passing by Paris, and then he said he was going to look for a hotel nearer to where they are going to lodge. Then later on, he was like, no, it would better for him to come to my house. I said, okay, no problem.
Come to your
And
house.
then he came. Yes, yes, that's
So
what he said.
because how did he
But
come to your house? Because he came to France what date? Because the last time the last time You gave us the date and we checked the date, and it is exactly the same time Lizzie and the children were in France. We have the picture. I posted it on my
Yeah,
wall.
he just got that mail that way that she made that post on that very date. They came on the 12th of December 2015.
I saw it.
Yes,
It's
yes.
online. It's
So
online. It's on my page.
yes,
Mm.
yes. So when they got to Paris, he sent me a message that he has arrived. They sent his address where he is.
I want you to clear
So I took
something.
it.
You said there's one girl that Suleiman
Yes.
said he should monitor you. And that girl was telling
Um,
you that Suleiman will come in the evening, and you are telling that girl that no, Papa is coming so time. Can you tell us that, please?
no, it's not that particular case. It's different. The girl who wrote to me to know if she wanted to know if Suleiman and I are chatting. They were supporting it already, but she went to the shop. So she was like, hey, well, Papa is coming in the evening. And I said, no, he is coming in the morning. And he actually came in the morning. It's the girl Suleiman used to block my documents.
Yes.
Voilà, that's the girl Suleiman used to block my documents. So she's the one who wrote to me and was like, she wanted to know if I was actually chatting. And then I said, no, Papa is coming in the morning. And she actually came in the morning. Yes. There's another girl that he used to monitor the
So
meeting the girl.
let's wait. When
Yes.
he now arrived France, he now came to your house, or how did
Hello.
it happen? Can you explain that place
Yes.
to us? Because go ahead and tell us how did that one,
He
what happened?
sent he sent a text message to me now through WhatsApp that they have arrived. And this is the address of where they are. I should come and pick him up from there and come to my place. And so I took a cab and went to where he was lodging with his wife and children. He came out from the building and entered the taxi that I came with, and we now went to my house.
So Suleiman followed you from that place
Yes,
to your
no,
house.
yes, yes. Sorry, let me say what happened when we just met the first time now, face to face, out of church.
Okay.
When he met me the very first minute, he was like, "Oh, do you know that? What are your names? Do you know I don't know your names?" I was surprised in my mind, like, how will he say don't know my name? I said my name like Iyok Yvonne in Dakar. He was like, oh, okay. And then he said, is that why I want to naka him? I was like, naka him how? I don't understand. And then now that's when he asked me about Belinda Babila. Anyway, he didn't call her name Babila. I said they found Belinda in the United States that he knows her, and she has a foundation, and that both of us, me and that Brenda, want to naka him. I was like, what does he mean by naka him? But this is what the Lord told me what he meant. It was because that my ex had
Enaka,
forwarded our chat. Yes,
Enaka, please forget
yes,
about what the Lord told you now. Tell us what actually happened. You see,
okay,
you are confusing us by mixing it with what the Lord says. Leave what the Lord says. Let's go straight to what actually happened.
okay, yes, okay.
Thank you
Then he
very
told
much.
me that hello,
Go ahead, ma. Go ahead.
yes. He said me and that Belinda we want to naka him. So I didn't know what
So she wants to
that
sleep with
naka
both
means.
of you and Belinda.
No, he just said me and Belinda want to naka him. I don't know what that means. That's why I want to explain what the Lord said. But since you don't know about what the Lord said, let's just leave it that way now. And then we now entered the taxi and we went to my place.
So when you got to your place, what happened? So
Yeah,
Suleiman left you. What you are saying is Suleiman left his wife and his
and
children
children.
in where they
Yes, it was
lodge, and he came
yes,
and he followed you to your own personal house.
yes.
And what now happened?
Yes, we were there, we spoke. I was like, please, I need prayers, this is it. Okay, so I told him again that, okay, I'm not actually going to do my HIV test, but this is all that guy told me, and for me, he will not be lying to me because the guy had changed against me. They've all changed, like he knew what he had done to me, so it's like, this is my rape call, I need you to pray for me, and then my documents as well. Then we had our thing, and then before he left, he was
No,
like,
no, no. You had your thing.
"Oh,
Let's.
he
You know
doesn't."
what is your thing? So both of you made love. We are all adults.
Yes,
So you and Suleiman actually made love in your own house.
mm, yes, yes. And okay, I forgot to say that. I said it before the other time. When you get into a house, I handle this what we call it click clack. This kind of bed that you roll in and roll out. And you can, when you get into a house, you can know when a person puts the head or when a person puts the leg. So that he decided that we should use the leg, we should put our head where your leg is supposed to be and put our legs where the head is supposed to be. That was not normal. Fine.
So
Then,
he put
uh,
his head where your leg's supposed to be, and he puts
yes,
head where
he made
your
us, no, Samori, no. He made us put our heads, yes, our heads, where normally the legs supposed to be. If you enter a house and you can know you can see the pillow, like the pillow is there, that
I
means that's where
know,
the person
I know,
puts the head.
I know.
So they knew that that is where the head is. He started that we should put our head on the other side where the leg is. I don't know why.
And I need to ask another thing that one, because he knew quite all right that you were HIV. He assumed that you were HIV positive at that
Yes,
time, and he
yes,
still went
yes.
ahead and
Now
slept
that's
with you.
it.
Did he use condom
Yes.
or flesh to flesh?
He, he used condom.
Okay.
He
And
used
what happened
condom.
to the
Of
condom?
course. And the one with the
What
condom.
what did he do? Did he go with
No,
the condom, or he flushed it?
no, I remain with it. No, he not go with it. He
Okay.
didn't go with it.
Okay.
He not.
Okay.
He
Okay.
not go with it.
So that was the
I
first time
remain
you
with it.
slept with him.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And so when he was going, he said, "Oh, it's not happening the way I am now." He now gave me 2,500 euro plus was it 900 $1,000.
Two thousand
Those
five
of those are the
hundred
needs.
plus one thousand
Yes,
dollars.
yes. And now I went out. We stood outside, and then I had to go and look for
A taxi.
a cab. Yes, for us to go. So I found one, and then we went now back to where his wife was there with the children, and he went there, and I came back home.
That was the first
Yes, and
time.
then after that, yeah, that was the first time. Then after that, we were chatting, and then later on, I was going for his crusades, like so I went to Belgium, to Holland, and then now to Germany. So we had actually a rendezvous for an appointment to see in Belgium. That was in 2016, early 2016, yes. So when I got there, my phone, I didn't know that I had to change my phone to mobile, or it data or whatever. So when I got there, I couldn't, when I sent the message to him that I was there, I couldn't get him. So, and there was, so I actually went to the pastor, that pastor Sonny, because I know that he didn't post that I have Suleiman's number. So I said, please tell Suleiman that I want to see him. He was like, okay, but I didn't see him. So when I came back to Paris, my phone was okay now. I sent a message and he was like, oh, I waited for your message. I not see. Then I was like, yeah, that is what happened. My phone, I could not manipulate my phone. So that is it. That was that. So we were now chatting, chatting and chatting. Then I went for when I most of the time when I chat, I'm like, oh please pray for me. They will not pray. We say different things. We'll be like, oh, but at times when he's traveling, we'll like, oh, I'm traveling now. If you have documents that maybe I would like it. I don't have documents, and I know why I want to pray for me. So that was just that. I went now for another one of what is a crusade in Holland now. We not communicate that time. That's another thing I was coming, and so we not communicate. But now I went to to Germany, and I didn't tell him that I was coming. So
Why?
when I got, I don't know what made me not to tell him that I was coming. I don't know why. So I don't know why. But even when I went to Holland, I didn't tell him I was coming, so that was just it. I didn't tell him I was coming in
So
to Holland
anywhere
as
he
well.
goes to, you follow him.
Yes, I was going for the program, like see what I will pray for me now. I mean, they need to pray for me in the public, so I was going. So now and I was actually risking because my documents I did not have the right to travel. Then I was still just going. But it's when I got now to Germany, yes, Duisburg. I don't know why I don't remember what I was in the morning or afternoon that we saw. When I got there, that's when I now sent a message to him that I'm here in Duisburg, and he said that I would like to see him. Now this is the truth. I am the one that I would like to see him because I knew because okay after that time